With all we've seen so far in 2020, are you feeling more perplexed by human behavior and baffled by actions and reactions that seem to make no sense? Consider this next title an excellent foundation in learning how to understand and talk about why we do what we do. Welcome to Audiobook Reviews in 5. This is Jana, also known as Yana, and today I'm reviewing Behave, the Biology of Humans at Our Best and Worst by Robert M. Sapolsky and read by Michael Goldstrom. Although this title was initially published in 2017 and I listened to this audiobook last year, I'm revisiting this today because I'm keen to broaden intelligent conversation about why we humans do what we do and how to make sense of behavior that seems bizarre or counterintuitive on its surface. Dr. Robert Sapolsky is a professor of biological sciences at Stanford University and a professor of neurology and neurosurgery in Stanford School of Medicine. He's also a research associate at the Institute of Primate Research operated by the National Museums of Kenya in Nairobi, and he's a recipient of a MacArthur Genius Fellowship. His teaching awards include Stanford University's Bing Award for Teaching Excellence and an award for outstanding teaching from the Associated Students at Stanford University. Now, those titles and awards are impressive, but what really gets me jazzed about Sapolsky is his remarkable communication skills and talent for storytelling when it comes to explaining science. I don't have a science background, but multiple friends and family who do have recommended this book to me, and it's not hard to see why. Richard Wrangham of the New York Times praised this as, quote, a book you'll wish you had in college, and, quote, Sapolsky has produced a quirky, opinionated, and magisterial synthesis of psychology and neurobiology that integrates this complex subject more accessibly and completely than ever, unquote. How's that for a sales pitch? Apparently, this book took about 10 years to research and write, so I can appreciate all the decisions about what to include and what to leave out. What keeps things from getting too technical are Sapolsky's funny stories and analogies. For example, while introducing historic pastoralist, warrior, and raiding cultures to listeners, Sapolsky notes, it is rare for pastoralists to be pastoral in the sense of Beethoven's Sixth Symphony, which got a chuckle out of me. And I think most listeners appreciate Sapolsky's critique of how adults vote or choose leaders with, quote, implicit automatic factors more suitable to 5-year-olds deciding who should captain their boat on a voyage with the Teletubbies to Candyland, unquote. Best of all, none of Sapolsky's ideas come across as condescending or patronizing, which is wonderful for reader or listener engagement. Narrator Michael Goldstrom does a competent job pacing the ideas in this audiobook, but after I listened to some interviews with Sapolsky, I can't help but wonder how much more engaging Sapolsky himself is to listen to. He's a world-famous educator after all, but the 25-hour listening time would have made for a daunting recording marathon given the number of takes and sessions that entails. One critique of this title, beyond its broad scope, is its failure to address the replication challenges of famous behavioral studies, including popular examples like judges giving harsher sentences before lunch while they're hungry, or implicit bias test findings regarding racial profiling, or that the legalization of abortion caused a drop in crime 2 decades later, an idea which Steven Pinker also disputes. This is not to say that these study findings are false, but the challenges of replicating the findings in contemporary studies makes it hard to validate the response or use the concept in predictive models for today. This is a major problem in scientific research, though, beyond Sapolsky's scope, and he's hardly the only science educator and communicator faced with this challenge. Overall, I strongly recommend this book or audiobook for anyone who wants to better understand the neuroscience and biology behind behavioral and social psychology and put it into both contemporary and historic context. If you're like me, you might want to consider having a hard copy to highlight and stick notes in, because Sapolsky covers so much ground. That's all for this episode of Audiobook Reviews in 5. Thanks for listening. If you have not yet done so, please subscribe to Audiobook Reviews in 5 on your favorite platform. By subscribing, you help increase the profile of this podcast and chances of other listeners like you finding it. I look forward to checking in with you all again soon. Please stay safe and be well.